That's what's happening. You represent Detroit, make some noise. I said you represent Detroit, make some noise. All right, that's what's happening. It's the meet and greet right here. We're going to get the panelists up here in just a second. This is how it's going to go. We're going to get the panelists up here. We're going to do a little quick meet and greet with the panelists, do a question and answer, and we're going to keep it pushing from there. We're going to go ahead and get this started right here on our panel, so we're going to let everybody introduce themselves. We got the mic right there, so we're going to start from right to left or left to right.
What's good? It's your man DJ Steady Rock from Hot 107.5, Kiss 105, 9 FM. Is it a reverb on the mics? Damn,
check.
Okay.
Maybe it's just that one. Let me see.
Is yours too? Hello.
Okay, keep on, man.
Core DJ, 30 plus year DJ in the game, vet, plus New Jack. I mean, whatever you want to call me, I'm still here. Just trying to make it happen, do what I do for the city.
I'm DJ Gert. I'm from 375 Live, former conglomerate, former street hitter, former club owner, former promoter. I did a lot of shit, but right now I'm just here with this panel to spread some knowledge. I want to help you guys get out of here and get your music in the streets. Right now I'm in bars 3, 4, 5 nights a week, so we keep our ears to the street and we want to help you guys out any way as possible.
That should sound crazy. Right.
Oh, I go by the name of Don Q.
What's up, Don?
What's up, y'all? Kid, the producer, multi-platinum producer, national. You probably know me locally for doing KDZ's in my hood, Tom Tom's I Ain't Playing With You, Blake Icewoods, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Street Lord Wine, Rock Bottom, you name it. If they from Detroit, I probably didn't work with them.
And Miss Leaka.
And Miss Leaka, I forgot Miss Leaka.
Right, don't forget Miss Leaka. All right, big hand for our panelists. Big round of applause for our panelists. So we can go back to Steady Rock. We'll start right there. Steady Rock, I guess we'll start with this question. What's the best way that an artist can get the music to the DJ?
Well, I think personally one of the best ways to get with a DJ is like reach out to them. You know, and not just via social media. I mean, if you can, that's the only way you can get to them. Just reach out and say, hey man, I want to see some music. Can I come to the club? You know, I personally like for cats to come out and, you know, to meet them personally, you know, even after they send me the music. So that's the best thing to do is just reach out. You know what I'm saying? We got a lot of talent here in the city. And one of the biggest issues that I have with artists is when they have a fan base and people request their music and we don't have it. And as a DJ, we don't go chasing down records because we got a million records that come to us on a daily basis. So I just think, you know, you utilize your tools, just like we need clubs and promoters and all that so we can work. Artists need DJs to get that music played. So just reach out and just try to, you know, make that contact with the DJ.
Same question. Yeah.
Well, I have a different approach. My approach is, you know, what he said is correct, but I have a different approach. When I'm in the bars a lot of people, they come and they request something, and we as DJs, we got a crazy little ego. Our head is crazy. So when somebody requests something, we almost feel shame that we don't have it. So when somebody requests something, instantly I look it up on my phone or I write it down, and then when I get home, I'm going to look for the record. Because I'm going to be perfectly honest with you, and this is no shade, but when people hit me up on social media, and I'm in the bars 4 or 5 nights a week, and they ask me for my email address and want to send me stuff, I mean, I get a lot of stuff in my inbox. I don't even pay it no attention. That ain't no shade. I just don't have that type of time to listen to everybody's music. But when I'm at the bar and somebody requests something, it piques my interest. So what you have to do, if you really want to get your music out there, is you have to develop your fan base, get your followers together. Send your followers out to these bars, send them out to these clubs, have your followers, in addition to yourself, network with these DJs. And when they're talking to these DJs, we gotta know who this is that everybody keep asking about. Especially, everybody got a hood, everybody got a block, and everybody got a hot bar in that particular hood. There's no reason why you should own your own hood and your own bar. You need to get your followers up there. They need to know who the DJ is. And more importantly, you need to know who the bar manager is and who the promoter is, because we as DJs, we're also employees. So if the bar manager comes to us or the promoter comes to us and say, I need you to get my man on, he's hot, he's a regular here, he's spending money, we gonna play it. But if your only approach is sitting at the crib and you wanna spam a bunch of DJs and wanna email them shit, we ain't gonna play the record. It ain't no hate, but 100 emails a day from different people talking about some, hey, critique this, how you think this sound. We just don't have that type of time to listen to music like that.
Same question?
Same question.
Well, I got a particular story. I had an artist meet me at the club. He actually met me there and played it for me. And as I'm sitting there listening to it, I'm thinking, well, this is pretty good. And I started thinking about things I could play with it. And I ended up playing it that night live on the radio. So, you know, I like people like City Rock. I like you to come down and kick it with me. But get there early. Don't come in the hot part of the club. Yeah, don't come 1 and 2 o'clock, 12 o'clock, because I'm going already there. It's all about the crowd. But if you can get there early enough, you can listen to it. I can kick it with you. You can tell me your story and your situation, and we can go on from there.
I'm gonna add to that by saying you need to have what's called respectful relationships. Some people have relationships, but you have to have respectful relationships. I think one of the worst things you could do when a DJ is in the middle of a set, and I go all around, I'm just being Detroit, I seen this, I made the same mistake. You want to have a respectful relationship with the DJs by waiting till they finish their set. Have a business card or some kind of way where you can meet with them outside of their set. Because when you run up with some records, to some DJs, that's real disrespectful to just come up and say, look, here go $100. This is your whole attitude, the way I got $100 and play my record next and this and that. That's not how you gain respect. What you do is you have a business card, ask them what's a good available time outside of their venue where you can sit down and spend some money, take them to Benihana's, take them somewhere nice and show them that you got a vision for the record. You can't give a DJ a record and not know how am I gonna sell this record? How they gonna push this record? You gotta sell, sometimes you gotta sell the vision of the record, and if you don't have that, then you wasting your time and everybody else's time, because they get 1,000, like he just said, they get 1 million emails every day. You gotta sell this stuff like you really mean it and like you the next big thing, but if you don't believe that, nobody else ain't gonna believe it. So take them out to dinner, because this is what happens. Notoriously, these DJs, I grew up with a lot of them. You see what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all get on, y'all make millions of dollars, y'all tax money that y'all could write off. Y'all could have bought my house or a car. And I see this in Miami, California. It's not about paying the DJs, it's about looking out. It's about building that relationship with the community. You see what I'm saying? If you got $10 million and you know they still out here struggling, they good, but they shouldn't be suffering like that when they the ones out here at the bottom, not the bottom like the bottom, but they playing your record. They making sure the streets hear your stuff. You should make sure that they taken care of, because you can write that little money off and ain't nothing, but you gain that respect. So make sure you develop that respectful relationship with the DJs.
Dope. Like that. Back to Steady Rock, and we'll go to the second question. I'm gonna keep it general, and you guys just elaborate from there. What makes a hit record?
There's a lot of it really is a lot of factors. A hit record could be a catchy hook, a dope ass beat, especially nowadays. You got records that got, I mean, for example, I tell you one of the records that I hate but I love the most is Booty by Young Blackster. What the fuck is he saying? Cause it's that booty, that big one. That's the whole song. But you know what? It's so catchy. It's a big ass fucking record, and it's a big record for him, and it caught in the market. So it really ain't. And a lot of guys get confused with skills and all this and the hardest beat. It's just your production got to be dope. You know what I'm saying? Production is everything. That you can have the dopest fucking lyrics and the wackest fucking production and the wackest track, and it's like, my ears can't even, I mean, most of the DJs up here tell you, 30 seconds in, we either vibing or we shaking our head no.
Hit record for me is when I hear a record, it's like DJs, we just have like a sixth sense. We can just hear some shit. And if I'm listening to a record and I'm bobbing my head, I can say, I can put this with this, I can put this with that. A hit record is an ingredient to a party. So a lot of times what you gotta do when you're in the studio and you're making these records, you know, I'm not telling you to bite off of nobody, but you at least need to know what's hot in the industry. You need to know an industry sound. You can make your B-sides, the stuff that you're feeling, the shit that you like, but you gotta make that industry record some shit that everybody can relate to, everything that sounds good. So just like Don Q said, he heard the record and he was like, oh, I can get this in. You understand what I'm saying? So if you're making some off-the-wall shit, it may sound good to you, it may sound good to your crew, and it may ultimately sound good. But if you can't fit it in nowhere, it's like, how do we break that at a party? Sandwich that shit in and that shit come cold and the dance floor ain't changed. They don't even know what the fuck it is, but the shit sound good because we sandwiched it in with a hot record, then we followed it up with another hot record behind it, and you geeked as hell because you didn't lose the dance floor. So if you're making a record and it don't fit nowhere, it's like a piece of the puzzle, and then we drop that shit, and then everybody leave the flow, don't get your feelings hurt because we told you the formula.
And going off of that, he said the vibe with the people. So to me, the people kind of choose to hit sometimes as well. Because there's a lot of things we ended up playing that we never thought we would play. So going off of that, you need to let other people outside of your crew hear your music. You know, SoundCloud is always good. You got to promote that shit really heavy. But definitely let other people hear your joints. Because they make a lot of choices too as well.
I believe being a producer, that dynamics are very important. How your song is mixed is very, very important because that's equalization of sound. So when you equalize certain sounds, it creates emotion. That's why you have certain songs played at football games. They use certain combinations of sounds like horns and brass to raise people up. When you think about a church, they use voices and an organ, and you have to understand the complexity of that. Like just throwing everything together and not really knowing what you're doing, what type of market that you're going into, because you can make a song, but it may not be a Detroit market. So like if you look at Drake is big, but where is his record selling? They selling in Australia, they selling in Canada. You know what I'm saying? You have to know where your record is gonna go. Then too, you have to have a person with dynamics to their voice. Like if you look at Snoop not the best rapper I ever heard, neither was Too Short, but they had a certain sound to their voice that created a dynamic, and they still sell records down to this day. Another thing is we gotta get past the egotistical aspect of when we're recording the song. Sometimes we become egotistical. I wrote the hook and I did this in 15 minutes. No, that hook is trash. You know what I'm saying? You need to get with somebody that's all they do. I was with Cash Money and No Limit, sitting in the background watching how they was doing stuff. They didn't want to hear the guy that could rap and make the hooks at this. This guy was really good at just making hooks. So all we want you to do, write the hook, and that's that. And get your work for hires in place so that you can implement that in your publishing and your writing. So you don't have to pay. You can say, look, you just doping hooks. I got $100. Here this. Get out of the aspect of doing everything yourself, because when you create a song like that, it becomes monotone. And can you imagine hearing Gin? I'm 45, so y'all might know Snoop's Gin and Juice. But if you listen to that song, the greatest aspect of it was the hook, the way the singing was done and the way the melody. But if Snoop would have said that hook monotone all the way through, that record wouldn't have been as big as it is. And I still try to implement that and produce it today. Get some help. The truth is, on the low, I call hella, hey, I got this song, what you think about this hook? We can't talk in the public because, you know, it's competition and that type of thing, but we still talk to each other. We humble ourselves. What you think about this? What you think about that? I may call another, Ant Beats. I'll call other, because I'm 45, been doing it for 20 years, so there's no way in my right mind I can think that what I'm doing is the right thing. So don't be scared to ask for help.